Welcome back to Beyond the Gate. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more intense daily drama. Today's episode it raises the stakes like never before, with heartbreak, danger, and a killing threat that could change everything. Fairmont Crest was no longer just dealing with emotional strain. Now, it was facing real danger because while one family struggled to hold on to hope, another was unknowingly being pulled into a situation far more deadly than they realized. And at the center of it all, two battles, one for life and one for survival. Inside the Dupree home, the atmosphere was heavy, not with chaos, not with arguments, but with something far more painful acceptance. Anita Dupree sat quietly, her strength visibly worn down by the relentless toll of treatment. The fight she had carried with such grace for so long was now demanding more than she had left to give. I am done, she said softly. Vernon froze. No more chemo, no more medication. Anita continued, I am tired. The words hit harder than anything else she could have said because this wasn't fear. It wasn't weakness, it was a decision, and Vernon wasn't ready to accept it. For Vernon Dupree, this wasn't just his wife speaking. This was the love of his life, the woman who had stood beside him through everything, and now he was talking about letting go. You don't mean that, he said, his voice rising. But Anita didn't back down. This is happening to me, she replied firmly. Her voice was calm, certain, unshakable. Vernon's frustration turned into something deeper, pain, helplessness, because no matter how much he wanted to fix this, he couldn't. I can't just watch you give up, he said. Anita's eyes softened. I'm not giving up, she replied. I just want peace. That's right, peace. Hung in the air between them. Because to Anita it meant dignity, but to Vernon it sounded like goodbye. Elsewhere, Bill Hamilton was struggling in his own way. After visiting Anita, he found himself at Dani Dupree's door, not as the confident man who could solve anything, but as someone who needed support. I didn't realize how bad it was, he admitted. Dani listened, her own emotions barely contained. Bill exhaled deeply. Cancer is the one thing I can't fight, he said. For a man used to control to strategy to winning, this was unfamiliar territory, and it shook him. As they talked, something shifted between them. The usual tension, the guarded words, the unresolved history, it all faded away. I'm sorry, Bill said quietly, for everything I put on you. Dani shook her head. You don't have to apologize for telling the truth, she replied. That moment, it mattered because it wasn't about the past. It was about the present, about showing up when it counted. And in that moment, they weren't exits. They were allies, learning on each other when they needed it most. Joey makes his choice, while pain echoed through one part of Fairmont Crest. Another story took a surprising turn. At home, Joy Armstrong created a quiet, intimate moment for Vanessa McBride. Dinner, soft conversation, a sense of calm she hadn't felt in days, still shaken by her daughter Diana's rejection. Vanessa found herself questioning everything, even this, even him. You are going to let me go, aren't you? She asked. Joey looked at her genuinely surprised. Why would I do that? Vanessa hesitated. Because it would be easier, she admitted. Joey stepped closer. I could, he said, but I won't. There was a firmness in his voice now, a decision. I'm selfish enough to keep you, he added. The words caught Vanessa off guard, but what came next meant even more. Joey handed her a small box, inside a bracelet, simple, elegant, meaningful. I never thought I would open my heart again, he admitted, but you changed that. For Vanessa, it was more than a gift. It was a reassurance that she wasn't alone, that someone was choosing her, no matter how complicated things became. At Orpheus, a later moment unfolded, but even that carried deeper meaning. Samantha shared her excitement about an upcoming cotillion, showing June the dress she planned to wear. For June, it was something she had never experienced, a moment she had never had, and yet, through Samantha, she was being invited into something new, something special. When she mentioned wanting to volunteer at the clinic, Samantha didn't hesitate. Let's do it together, she said, in a world filled with tension and uncertainty. It was a reminder that connection still existed, that small moments still mattered. A dangerous turn, but that sense of calm didn't last because elsewhere, things were getting deadly. In a quiet alley, Jacob Hawthorne met with Smithy, and the news wasn't good. Max, their informant, had been stabbed. Smith didn't wait. He rushed to the hospital where Max revealed the truth. He had tried to leave, tried to get out rent crew, and for that he was punished. Back in the alley, Jacob faced Ren. Calm, cold, dangerous. The only way out, Ren said, is in a body bag. Jacob felt the weight of those words because this wasn't a warning, it was a promise. When Jacob mentioned Max, assuming he was already dead, Ren's response was even more chilling. Not yet. At the hospital, Smithy made the call, his voice urgent, unwavering. We need to shut this down, he said, but Jacob refused. Not yet, he insisted. I need more time. Smith clenched his jaw. He understood the mission, but this had gone too far. I'm not leaving you, he said, but you need to be careful because now this wasn't just about evidence, it was about survival. And then everything changed. At Orpheus, Rain appeared quietly, casually, but his presence was anything but harmless. He sat, watched, observed, and his eyes landed on someone unexpected. Naomi, or maybe Samantha, both connected to Smithy, both completely unaware of the danger sitting just feet away. In that moment, the stakes became terrifying clear. This wasn't just an undercover operation anymore, it was personal, and someone from the Dupree circle was now directly in the line of fire. As the day came to a close, nothing felt safe anymore. Anita had made a life-altering decision. Vernon was breaking under the weight of it. Will and Danny found strength in each other. Joey chose love, no matter the risk, and Jacob's mission, it had just crossed a line that couldn't be undone because in Fairmont Crest, the danger wasn't coming, it was already here. What do you think? Is Anita making the right choice? Or should Vernon keep fighting for her? And who is Rain targeting, Naomi or Samantha? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to Beyond the Gate for more shocking twists and daily updates.